However,
I'm saying he got a point. Is it two different? Like, when one person gets something, and then another person gets a song. They're like, okay, let's see who's better. Yo, Usher is lucky Chris Brown didn't want to put that. I forgot what song it was. It was on his album, but it leaked.
I'm about to look that up now because I think I remember what you're talking about. It's been a while though.
Because I think it was a song he had. I think it was featuring like I think they had French Montana or him on it or something like that. Like I hope not, man.
Love in This Club or something like that.
Yeah. You know, My Way. You know, one of them dandies.
Something like that. You feel me? Something. If I remember correctly, it was like Moving Mountains.
Yeah, something like that.
Khalil said, was it Transparency? Was it Transparency?
Oh yeah, I think that's what you're talking. I think that's what it was. That's so crazy. And then I heard both versions. I was like, oh man. I think Usher had a video for it and stuff too, so it might have been Transparency.
You're like,
okay. Yeah, he was like, yeah, tell me who sings it better. I was like, so you got pushed up at your old party.
Did you just throw a grenade, bro?
Yeah, John Morant now.
Like, calm it down. You see Taylor Rooks and Dirk, they did their whole little reenactment, taking their little pictures. It was cute. I was like, oh, look at that. That's a salute to friendship, you know?
Yeah, it's good to be friends. Like you're a friend when you go to a game when you see Luka, but you never go to a Dallas Maverick game again after that. That's friendship. That's the kind of friendship I want.
That's the kind of friendship you want. Is that the kind of friendship we need?
Yeah.
Everybody needs. All right.
That'll never ever end.
Hey, somebody said that Josh should shoot a three, then run all the way to the other side of the court like Wile E. Coyote, go like this. Like he was... oh man, we're going to play the Shanghai in a minute.
I was gonna say, it's not working, dog. Like I was just cool a minute ago. It was live and direct. Everything what it was supposed to do. Not to be disappointed over here on this side, man. You know what I mean, y'all ready to get started? I can hit this button whenever.
Let's get it started.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit the button if you're gonna sing. Yeah. You can't do the.
Oh yeah. We can't do the album version. You know what I'm saying? Because
you can't do that one. You can't do that one. You can't do the album version. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're better.
I know we're growing.
So instead of doing that one, we'll just do this.
I told that little bitch, don't you cross the line. She know that she ain't got no kid, but she gon' swallow mine. Keep one up top, I shoot my shot just like it's Columbine. If I say put it on the floor, then that's the bottom line. Yeah, I told that little bitch, don't you cross the line. She know that she ain't got no kid, but she gon' swallow mine. Keep one up top, I shoot my shot just like it's Columbine. If I say put it on the floor, then that's the bottom line. And I'm the #1 contender in this bitch, still up in this bitch, tryna stretch the difference. I'm always on some different shit. Ideos meal, Del Rio flow, I'm just switching whips. If everybody got a price, nigga, then you should get a grip. 415s in the trunk, I make it slump, nigga. If I'm not the best in the world, I see him pump, niggas. To be the best, you gotta beat the best, just what come with it. Lie, cheat, and steal for real, just like when Trump did it. I told that little bitch, don't you cross the line. She know that she ain't got no kid, but she gon' swallow mine. Keep one up top, I shoot my shot just like it's Columbine. If I say put it on the floor, then that's the bottom line. Yeah.
I told that little.
She gon' swallow mine. Keep one up top, I shoot my shot just like it's Columbine.
Hey man, Hey man, we're not gonna be here while you just totally self-love yourself in front of us. We don't know the song is good. We know the song is good.
All right, my bad. Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, people with jobs, people without jobs, middle class, upper class, high class, all that, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, elderly people, and twerkers, we present to you another episode of the Public Enemies podcast. I believe this is 352 of the best things since wrestling. I go by the name, Oh My God, Graham. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's well. Gresh is over here. You feel me? What's going on? How you feeling? You good?
Yes, sir. I took a nap, so I'm rejuvenized. So
Shout out to naps.
yeah, I was the naps, man. You know, I got to get one in. It was a quick power nap. I almost didn't want to come. I said, let me clock in. You know, let me do my due diligence when it comes to the best thing since wrestling. Let's go.
Clock in.
You feel me? You feel me? And with that said, salute to the Waco kid. You feel me? Pow, 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 pow. Guns up, guns blazing. How you doing, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on?
I'm doing great, fantastic, splendid.
Stupendous.
All the synonyms.
That's what I thought of too.
Glorious.
Glorious. That's a good one. That's a good one.
There
That's
you
a
go.
good one. That's a good one. I like that one too. Jizzle, are you feeling glorious? What's going on with you, bro? What's happening?
I am sleepy. That's how I feel. All right.
Oh, so you didn't take a nap like Gresh?
No, I just did a bunch of yard work for my grandmother, who was the warden.
Yard worker.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not like the regular yard work with like regular tools. It's just the 1968 yard work with the stuff that I have.
Feel
So,
nigga?
you know, did that. Here, take that. Drink out the hose. That hose water, man.
No pizza for reward.
Oh yeah, man. Ain't got to worry about no vitamin glutamates in that water, man. That shit is straight from the earth. That's not good for us.
Damn.
But,
It's from the earth.
Chilling. Can't complain.
That's good to hear.
He tastes the metal.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody watching on whatever y'all be watching on YouTube, Twitch, X, Twitter, whatever y'all want to call it. You feel me? Whatever y'all be watching on. Tap in. Salute to Davion. Thank you. We appreciate that. The intro is fire.
That's fire everywhere.
Yeah, you feel me? It's fire everywhere. You feel me? That's what it's all about. You feel me? Call the fire marshals. You feel me? Because we the firing squad. Y'all talk about yeah. You feel me? Throw the grenade. Yeah, exactly. You feel me? Okay, so this is the energy that we're gonna be on. Okay, cool. Let's just go ahead and keep this going.
Just keep it going.
Let's go ahead and keep this going. Then salute to y'all in the chat. Like I said, you feel me? Y'all might see a goal tapped in on there. You feel me? I went ahead and added that in. It's up to y'all if y'all want to participate, but the goal is 5 super chats. What I want to do is a Q&A at the end of the episode. I know sometimes like there's topics that we might like speed through or not really like get to, or maybe not cover at all that y'all want to talk about. So if it's something that you specifically want to talk about, go ahead and tap in. Any amount on the super chats is whatever y'all want to do, but super chats are on. So tap in. You feel me? And fuck around, and we'll see what we can do. If we meet the goal, we'll do the Q&A at the end of the episode. If not, then you know it is what it is. But while we are all here, let's go ahead and kick the conversation off. Do I got a little button? Right there. You feel me? I'll go ahead and tap that, and we can go ahead and tap in. I saw on MLW over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be watching, sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like almond joy.
I don't.
They had Battle Riot over the weekend. It was free. It was on YouTube. So I tapped in, checked it out for a minute. They aired a
Nigga not
vignette.
supporting the wrestlers, bro. That nigga, I
Come
can't get
on,
behind
bro.
it. He said, man, it was free on you. Nah, bro, I fucks with that. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
all good. You feel
I mean,
me?
they
But they aired a
monetize so
vignette.
in a way. We
It
still
looked
kind of
like
support them.
it looked like it was a teaser for the Good Brothers to pop up over at MLW. And if you're watching on YouTube or X or Twitch, you can see the images here displayed. But the Good Brothers may or may not be on their way to MLW if you're listening to the rumor and innuendo across the wrestling web. What's up, Gresh?
Where was their beards? That silhouette had no beard.
I mean, it was a silhouette, so
Just not, like at least
I'm
you would
glad
have
you never
like a shadow of your beard because
maybe
they
they're
long
trying to
enough.
be inconspicuous. Maybe
The
they
white
don't want
shit.
you to, immediately. Maybe they want there to be a little bit of,
That threw me
Mystery,
off.
nigga.
Is it or
Well,
is
that
it
threw me
not?
off. I'm like, wait a minute, what the damn beard is that? Like,
Where
y'all
they
about to
got
come
no?
up in there looking like
Maybe they shaved them off.
They come up there looking like Big Show that one time when he went full clean
That
shave,
is absolutely crazy.
like a thumb.
So they might do that. Carl Anderson recently did an interview, or he made a comment about Kevin Owens' injury and said, hopefully he doesn't get fired 2 months after surgery, which is quite interesting. Nice little shot there.
I understand the bitterness because they did fire him while he was hurt.
Yeah, and they've kind of hired and disregarded them like twice, 2-3 times now. Yeah, I feel it. You can. I can't blame you. I can't blame you at that point. So they doing their thing over there. I believe Alex Hammerstone also made his return to MLW as well. He is seeking the MLW championship. Ben, you were gonna say something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like, yo, man, there's levels to this shit, nigga. And I'll be like, oh man, I hope they don't release you. I hope they don't get rid of you. I'm like, nigga, they'd never get rid of me, nigga. I'm on the starting lineup, bro. You was NXT.
But I had the Wing Eagle belt, my nigga. Like, who you? You calm down, machine gun.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm sorry, I just had to say that. And he was hating on the niggas going and getting pictures with The Rock. He was like, man, I knew I had to get out of there. I said, man, you knew you had to get out of there when they gave you papers, nigga. Don't do that. don't do that.
He wish he was the ball that got the picture.
Again, I can't disagree. I can't trip on how he feels about it. I can't.
I get it. I get it.
I get it. I can't fault him. I can't fault him. You feel me? I can't fault him. So yeah. So that's them niggas that bald niggas. Ric Flair recently made a comment in regards to WrestleMania. He said that since he is under AEW contract, unfortunately, he won't be able to attend. So I don't know if that gives you any indication in regards to if Sting is going to be able to show up for Lex Luger, but on that regard, Lex said he hasn't heard anything, any update if Sting is going to be able to accompany him or induct him or be on the stage with him along with DDP as he requested. So,
Sting might not be able to, but Steve Borden probably can.
Ooh, you said the artist formerly known. On his, he gonna write Sting on his cheek. You feel me? Yeah, for sure. Instead of the face paint, he just gonna write Sting. You feel me?
Yeah, and crayon.
Put the scorpion on this side. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. That might work. That might work. You feel me? So, Ric Flair won't be making any appearances for the WWE anytime soon. I mean, there's people that has been wondering like if they're gonna like try to include him in any way in John Cena, breaking that 17-time world champion record. If they're gonna have any, tip of the cap or anything like that with Ric Flair.
See,
we're doing like Kareem.
This is what happened. This is what happens when you get on interviews and you start announcing shit. You start saying, he was like, yo, man, I'm going to be in attendance. I'm going to WrestleMania. They grabbed that nigga in the back of his car and said, where you going, Pops?
Whoa. You said what? Oh, he ain't been there. Get some applesauce, big dog.
Let's talk about somebody else that has recently commented on the WWE that's actually not on that side of the fence at this moment. Chris Jericho was at a WrestleFest sponsored event. It was like heavy metal, something, whatever. I don't know. But he was asked if he would ever consider returning to the WWE now that they're under this new management structure and, you know, all of that jazz. He responded and said, yeah, I'm with it. I would definitely consider going back. I would have considered going back if Vince was still in charge. I ain't had no problem with that at all. Like, what y'all thought?
Wow.
You know, so nice little switch
That's
up from previous comments, but
I'll never go back.
So he was running around, nigga, with his chest all out when AEW first opened up. We over here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Why would we even go back for? You know what I'm saying? Tony Khan, he's the future of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I would never go back over there, man. Never going to Saudi again. Now, you know what I mean? Yeah, look at real Metro Boominish, man. Like, man, I don't even no beef, dog. Well, hey, no beef, man. I still love WWE, man. That's my home. That's my family. You know, shut up. No, don't come back.
Nah, bro. Like we already knew he's gonna come back eventually for that Hall of Fame. Like, yo, he's going to the Hall of Fame. We know he's coming back at some point. Anytime a nigga says, man, I'm never coming back, I'm like, bro, if Bret Hart can come back and Jeff Jarrett come back, anybody can pull up, bro.
Oh yeah,
anybody. So him saying that is like probably the least most convincing thing. Speaking like while I was talking about Hall of Fame, they said that they were adding Kamala to the Hall of Fame along with let me see. It was Ivan. I think it was Ivan Koloff.
Kamala, Ivan Koloff, and Dory
Funk Sr. No, Dory Funk Sr. Yeah, I'm like, bro.
Nigga said Dairy.
I'm glad they brought back the legacy.
Like, nigga, milk and cheese,
nigga. Yeah, I don't know.
Junior the third.
Boring, bro. I knew it was
lactose.
I knew it was a vowel in there somewhere.
It's okay.
It was a vowel in there somewhere.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's all right.
Check your connection.
Corey Matthews, you the third nigga. Oh, you leaving? No, get back over here, Ben. You know what I'm saying? Got like
I moved him out because he was stuck. It's okay.
Oh, my bad.
He was trying to get that one out, and I was like, you know, let's not waste our time on this one.
The funny thing is, he probably got it out, but the connection was like, yeah.
You know, yeah. You know what? Let's keep it ticking. Let's keep it rolling. Let's talk about people that finally got something out of their system. Let's talk about people that finally got something out of their system. You feel what I mean? Let's talk about the Young Bucks. They was gone for months at a time. They left. They said we not dealing with this Death Rider situation. We finna slide. You feel me? Like we done you feel me? We done surveyed the land. We see what's going on here, and we see things are not gonna go our way. So we're just gonna exit stage left. And you know, they did that like what was that shortly after was that Full Gear?
Is that when shredding all the files?
Shredding all them files? What were they getting rid of? Kenny Omega said that they was shredding documents about like, you know, like what do you say, like houses and like little
jets and OnlyFans
like
jets and he said chairs that they bought to face their bedroom, or chairs that they bought to face their bed, which is
and OnlyFans.
The way Whack 100 got that paperwork. He's gonna come out on the next episode of Dynamite to let us know what the paperwork said that they shredded. Yo, Young Bucks, man.
Maybe the paperwork that they shredded was like information on how they were diversifying their portfolio, like Mark Briscoe said.
Maybe it was about a deal that they had with Jon Moxley to do the thing that they couldn't do. Like, we couldn't take over AEW like we wanted to, but you guys did that shit in like 3 months. It was like the Barbie movie.
They saw them suffocating people and all that stuff and said, "Yeah, we don't want to be against that. We want to be on your side."
Nah, bro. Like,
nothing to do with that, P.
No, I remember remember when they were trying to take over the whole shit. Remember, well, we're taking over the whole company, and then we had to have a stadium stampede, and then they were fighting back.
And then the Death Riders took over the takeover. You feel me?
Like 2 days.
Damn. So now we're here where if y'all watch Dynasty, y'all saw how that show ended. I don't care if you're up or down on it, but the Young Bucks returned, attacked Swerve, prevented him from winning the AEW World Championship. They wanted to keep this title on Jon Moxley. I told y'all last week this nigga wasn't losing.
They made it too obvious Swerve was winning, and I'm like, yeah, this nigga is not winning.
And him winning that 2 dynasties in a row would have been kind of like, all right, look.
I went back and I looked at some of the segments that I was able to find of interactions with Swerve and the Young Bucks over like the last year. Every time he was on screen with them niggas, he was disrespecting the fuck out of them niggas. He tossed the shoes into the crowd.
I was gonna say that shit like, yo, he been talking shit about these every time they walk up on him. They're like, yo, get away from me.
Hello, turds.
You feel me? He aligned with Team AEW against them in the blood and guts joint. You feel me? So now we're back at this point where it looks like we're either leading into another Anarchy in the Arena, Stadium Stampede, blood and guts, whatever the fuck it is, and the Young Bucks have offered an olive branch to the Death Riders, and they say we should join forces. We should be friends. We should take our movement and y'all movement and put them together. You feel me? It's like when the Hot Boys and it's like when Cash Money and Rough Riders went on tour.
They want to make they're healing the world and want to make the world a better place for you and for me.
No, man, this is like the "We Are the World" song when Michael Jackson had to get everybody together. Like, listen, man, we could all get together, and then we could really take over this company from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, Tony Khan. So why not just let's say the corporate merger? Like, remember the corporate ministry? Who wants to be the Undertaker? You want to be the Undertaker? Mox, you're definitely better than the Undertaker.
Okada's the Undertaker. Sorry.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the Undertaker.
Yeah, he's definitely the Undertaker.
Yeah, he has to be the Undertaker because he's like the.
You can get his eyebrow pierced.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, if you had that in your eyebrow, Undertaker, I'll rip that at your eye. I'll rip that at your face if we were talking right now. Well, you're talking to the son of him. Like, no, if I had my dad come over here and really beat you up, but no, like, yo, corporate ministry time, like, yo. But wouldn't that just defeat the whole purpose of the Death Riders? Like,
I don't know, because this whole time I've been thinking, right? Because I've been like, okay, when the Elite decided that they were going to take over AEW, Tony Khan intervened, right?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen Tony Khan since. Well, since he dropped Darby off. You feel me? When Darby did the whole flamethrower thing. We haven't seen Tony Khan since. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything but like announce matches and send past notes along to Tony Schiavone during this whole Death Riders thing. So does he like not look at the Death Riders as a threat?
Nah, he's scared. He like, yeah, let me.
Does he fear for his life?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that would be a legitimate reason to do it.
I can understand that, but should or would or are? What do you guys think? Are the Death Riders and the Elite working together? Moxley had alluded to, like, you know, this isn't your company anymore. He had alluded to the thing about like he kind of was like saying like there was somebody like backing him or like, you know, for a second.
Still saying that?
Like, they backed off. They backed off of it. They backed off of it. This is around when people thought that Shane was gonna come in and be the backer of the Death Riders and Moxley, but I'm just like, okay, is there something to that? Is there something more to this relationship between the Bucks and the Death Riders, outside of let's do a blood and guts match?
If you pay attention to if you try to break down that promo that he cut on Dynamite, Mox basically said they came back to a board game that they don't even know how to play. So choose your next actions wisely. So it can go two ways. He could say, "Oh, I'll take the help, but it's still fuck you," or they can just go together and then that's your Anarchy in Arena, and then it just back them. The Elite EVPs have a legitimate power in the company, they could just say, hey, the Elite paid the Death Riders to take over to kind of scare people, and they lost control, and now they're back to try to get some sense of control. There's multiple ways they can go with that.
Came back to a board game that you don't know how to play. What?
Yeah,
all right, Wyatt Earp, nigga. Like, yo, where's the belt at? Like, where's the belt off? First off, yo, Young Bucks need to start dropping it. Listen, I'm still like, you know what the E stands for in All Elite Wrestling? Me, motherfucker. So listen, first off, where's my belt? All right. Second off, if you need to join up with me, because if not, I'm just gonna take the belt from you.
I'm just gonna fire you. Like at some point, just to say, you know what? I'm just gonna fire you.
I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you've been running amok over here for the last since we've been gone, all right? And I'm tired of this shit. So either you can join up and ship in, or I'm gonna stick Okada on you, and then none of y'all niggas is whooping him.
Yeah, that's not happening. Sorry.
So let's be friends.
Yeah. So.
Speaking of friends, what do you guys think the end game is with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate?
The real fourth man
trying to join the group. He approached them last night on Dynamite, and Lashley's obviously still quite annoyed with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And MVP said, "Hey, the only way to join the group is you got to get 3 thumbs up." He got 1. You know, but you know, this nigga really think he on the team, P. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't know.
Like Lil Mama on the stage with Jay-Z.
That's crazy. Yeah, exactly like that. Exactly like that. You feel me? But I'm just like, I'm wondering what's the end game here, because he doesn't have a tag team partner, so he's not going to try to take the tag titles away from them. He's explicitly made it clear that he wants the Triple B back, and he wants the AEW World Title. And he kind of was like, I want to use y'all as henchmen so I could do that. You feel me? I scratch your back, y'all scratch mine. You feel me? Y'all keep the tag titles, I get the world title, we keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out, like, where do they go with this? Jizzle?
I think all of this is just stemming. Like, I know, like what you said, like, yo, man, this could be a business arrangement and da 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 da. But I still think this comes to MJF just wanting to be accepted by somebody. Like, he just wants to have I think this is like a real, just like yo, man, like a cry for help. Like, he's want to join with a bunch of, like, y'all heard y'all needed a 4th man. Like, I think he just wants to, like, I think he, as much as he doesn't care about nobody, he just wants to, like, that 1 year with Adam Cole was so great for him. Like, he was just so happy, and it just for him to get hemmed, like, just for him to pull a hem on him. And but he's still, I think he's still going to that point. Like, he just wants to be accepted. But I think he's going to get frustrated. Then it's going to lead to the 4th man coming in. And I think they'll do something. Or him and Lashley are just going to fight. Or he's going to get that second thumbs up from Shelton because, like, yo, stop asking me questions. Okay, fine, here. And then Lashley just like, no, fight me for it. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I definitely do feel like that's a red herring. The 4th man gonna run it like, all right, we had enough of you.
I mean, it's never bad to have a freedman in a nigga group. You know what I'm saying? You need a freedman in there. So, like, all right, what's up in there, right? Just because, I mean, we ain't no Burberry anymore, man. That's corny. We going to a fucking baby shower, nigga. Stop it.
So if they bring in a 4th man to feud with MJF, not saying they would bring in somebody that's not already on the roster, but, like, I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out, like, who that person could be.
Good question.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
would it be, because is the Hurt Syndicate considered a babyface team?
You know, like, but they're not, though. They're
kind of really not.
You know,
they're really not. Like, they really beat up
fans. Yeah, the fans.
The theme song is a babyface.
Yeah, because it has a chant, you know, and they like doing that. So, they're not really faces, but they're also kind of not heels.
Like
I don't know. It's that tweener shade of gray type thing, right? But MJF is clearly a heel. But I'm just like, I don't know who they like slide in that spot to come in to feud with MJF to kind of diffuse him. You know what I'm saying? Because as of now, the candidates are like Cedric Alexander or like maybe somebody like Kevin Knight since he's new to the company. But like, I'm trying to figure out like who else would it be?
Marina Shafir.
It's not gonna be a white person. Like, let's just go ahead and be like it's not.
If you're gonna add a white person, why not add the Freeman? You know what I'm saying? Like, might as well add the
you
Freeman.
Feel me?
if
you're gonna add somebody of a fair skin complexion, such as, then I don't. Why wouldn't it be MJF?
Yeah, man.
He's conniving.
Like, yeah, I mean,
he's evil
he likes to hurt people too. He puts people with rings on.
He do.
Oh yeah, I like what Josh said. Hold on, they could steal Brian Keith from the learning tree. Yo, that would be a
They could do that.
They could.
Yo, everybody needs a Brian Keith on their team. That's like, I'll fight the big nigga. I don't care. Like, everybody needs one of them on their squad.
He could be the bounty hunter again,
but with a suit.
With no suit, yo, man, you gotta get a lineup too, big dog.
Mm-hmm. gotta get a top fade with braids. Gotta get a crisp fade.
No, but you gotta get some singles. You know what I'm saying? Get you some single braids
down, and then
you get you some single braids. You know what I'm saying? Get you a lineup. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to that dude that be talking about, I got the sharpest razor in the city. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take you to him. He gonna cut your hair, and then we're gonna be good. We'll put you in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get you a sweater. We'll start out with that. You gotta start out with a sweater on a nigga like him, and then build up the suit.
I like that the fact the suit is kind of like a ranking thing. Like the suit is the final rank. Now you're allowed to wear a suit. First, you start off with a sweater.
You start off with a
sweater, and then you start off with a what you call it, like just a t-shirt, like just a button down shirt. That's all you can wear. You can't wear no jacket. You can wear a button down shirt and some slacks.
That's like drumline.
Yo, there's levels to this. You feel me? You get you a nice little cardigan. Get you a nice little cardigan sweater.
That means you a crab, and you are as blank as the colors on your shirt. All right,
there you go. You know what I'm saying?
And then when you finally get that suit, you can be like, all right, now I can even come out to the music. We heard people.
Oh my God.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know what I'm saying? Every time that come on, that's what happens. I'm like, man, people love that bell. You know what I'm saying? Them bells in the song. Like, they'll get niggas up and by people like, oh, Jesus coming. But
no, just black violence.
Yeah, man. West Side Gun with 2 ends. You know what I'm saying? Double nigga.
Says, do you think MJF meshes well with the Hurt Syndicate? No, not really.
No. He didn't mesh well with Adam Cole like that either until they started doing stuff.
Let's see. A couple here. Christian says EJ and Duca are still on the roster.
Yeah,
do that. G Dixon says Hobbs is an option. Hobbs could be an option.
He also said, "Where's Private Party?" Said G Dixon. That would be a good ad. Even though you already got a tag team.
We just beat them niggas. we just hurt them. We're not adding them to the group.
That's funny shit. Yo, you need to get down or lay down.
Beat them niggas. I ain't seen them since.
Yo, man, it's a plethora of niggas.
Davion says Lee Johnson. Okay, see, now we're getting quite comical, right? Because like, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but like
Lee Johnson.
I don't see Lee Johnson being a threat or being able to diffuse MJF or, split off from this group with, because as of now, Shelton and Lashley are the tag team. So I'm just like,
Chris said,
man.
Hey, Garcia, hey, yo, DG.
Nah, he gonna thrust his ass back to Collision.
If we ain't adding the Freeman, we're definitely not adding the Hoss, my G. Sorry, Josh.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Good luck, MJF. They'll like you one day.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll. Maybe
At
they'll.
least he didn't look dirty this week. That tan he been rocking, he just be looking dirty.
Yeah, don't show up looking like Ms. Ark Henry either, nigga. That would definitely not get you in the syndicate.
Nope.
Wow.
Ms. Ark really did that.
Yeah, he did, man. He did. He did.
Nah,
you know what? That's we don't want to talk about that. Blackface is crazy. Yeah, that's wild. But hey, we won't talk about blackface, but we can talk about some black issues. Just for a moment, I'm going to get on this and we're going to get off this. Pause. That sounded absolutely crazy.
Absolutely.
Whoa!
Crazy. Like, how did we get here?
And that is my question. Fuck Booker T. How did we get here? How did we get here? I don't understand what the fuck happened. You know what happened? Vlad TV happened.
It was exactly.
Because
the vulture happened.
This started as an issue between Swerve and AJ Francis.
The big fella, if you will.
Yeah, the big fella. And then insert Booker T and then exit AJ. And now it's Swerve and Booker T yapping at each other. And we've all seen the video. Swerve after Dynasty, spoke on how he feels about representation and, said, hey, everybody get home safe. Thanks for coming out. And just for my amusement, fuck Booker T. There you go. And, Booker responded on his show. I'm pretty sure you've all seen those clips of, his response saying, hey, the last thing people are talking about on your show is Booker T. Is the last thing people remember from that show is you saying my name. And that's what people are talking about rather than, this great pay-per-view that you guys put on. I tend to disagree with that just a little bit because, as much as people are talking about Booker T after that show, people are talking about Swerve. And as I said in the original conversation, when we first talked about the Swerve on Vlad, I said, although I do disagree with the move, this is about reach and visibility.
So clicks and things.
Yeah.
I think saying that shit after a loss is first off, it's hilarious and all itself. Like, look at all the inclusion we got, man. Niggas is losing at the end now. But that shit.
At least niggas are included.
Yeah, and losing at the end. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Like, I think I shared the same sentiment as people was like, yo, you could have said that shit to his face and you didn't. But maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's about, I need to say it when people's going to see it, even though I said it after the show was over. But I just want to know where it ends, dog. Like, now what? Like, y'all niggas going to fight? Like, y'all niggas ain't going to fight. Bury that shit, nigga. Like, let that shit go, man. If you don't like that nigga, then don't like that nigga.
The annoying thing is, even if they let it go, wrestling fans ain't gonna let that shit go because they let this shit fester publicly.
But if Tony Khan don't care about y'all, I for sure ain't gotta care about y'all. So
I won't. I'm just saying. I'm just stating obvious. Like
Booker said, I like the way you do that right there. You just remember why you do that right there. That's all I said. I could have said, fuck the way you do that right there. Fuck how you drive, my nigga. Sucker. Like, what is this gonna end, man? Like, I hate seeing black wrestlers fucking argue like this, but I also understand because, like, man, niggas be hating. So I just don't want to hear about it anymore, man. Y'all niggas ain't gonna fight. Let that shit go.
Yeah. Like I said on Tuesday too, like I'm like, at the end of the day, either squabble up or shut up because
man. It's like, who's gonna fight? Nigga, Swerve ain't about to fight that nigga. That nigga old as shit.
they're gonna be like, oh man, Swerve right here committing elderly abuse.
Yeah, man. Like, what are you like? Nobody wins out of anything in that except for the whoever, you know what I mean? Like the people that want to see it, them fucking little carny niggas that want to see that shit, but nobody wants to see them niggas fight.
Nope.
I didn't want to see them niggas argue, blood.
Nope.
Yeah, man. I got
Yeah, like
questions for both of them, but you know, y'all do y'all thing, bro.
do your thing, man. Off camera, amongst each other.
Yeah,
I don't want to be
it's
there,
like
man.
that. Yeah, I don't want to be there. You know what? I do want to be there for, but unfortunately, I won't be there for Megan Payne. Oh, Megan Payne is crazy.
My bad.
I get it.
I want to be there for her.
I mean, death by
Always.
snoo. Death by snoo. No.
Wow.
Well, Julius Caesar conquered nations.
She's someone you build houses for.
Out of brick and mortar and mud.
Yeah. You start from mud and turn it into a brick house.
With your bare hands.
With your bare hands. Callous and all.
Yeah.
She gonna win that belt. Her little match was good too.
Yeah, it was cool.
I was impressed. That's why I need to see at a certain match that's coming up next week that we'll talk about later. But that's what I want to see out of that shit. Like they
You talking about Athena and Mercedes? Oh, you still talking about we still talking about milk.
Yeah, my bad.
Got it. I was gonna say, wait, hold on. Are we not on the same page here?
I mean, in a way, if you talk about Mercedes and Athena, it's like chocolate milk and almond milk. So we're still kind of talking about milk.
And sometimes you need milk with your chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With your chocolate chip cookie.
I don't have a problem with chocolate milk or almond milk.
No. The almond milk is my go-to.
Yeah. That's good shit.
Yeah, it's mixed.
That's good shit, pal.
Mix it up. Stir it
putting
up.
that water in that shit, nigga. You water in the you gotta shake it up. You know what I'm saying?
Diversified, like Mark Briscoe's portfolio. Can I ask about that? Why? 400.
How do you know about that?
I'm so confused.
Yes, Statlander's oat milk. Yes,
that's crazy.
Statlander. Oh yes, yeah. That's that alien oat milk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's the AOW.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Oh, you
no, go. What were you gonna say?
I was saying Tony Storm said, "Hey, there's thunder tits," and then me and Stat, there's just tits. I'm like,
yo, Shawn Michaels, you got 24 hours to respond.
We really just took a few moments there to categorize
milk,
the
milk, yeah. You got
all of us are lactose intolerant.
Almond milk.
I saw some dude
on,
it was like a TikTok video or something, and he did like a top 10 like porn stars list. It was like the most amazing thing I'd ever seen, as far as like it was like it felt like Kendrick Perkins in his top 5 list. You feel me? First thing, hey, check this out, bro. I'm shedding sharp with it, bro. Next time y'all give Perk the opportunity to do this, I'm out. I quit. Keep me out of this, because that shit was wild, bro. You feel me? But we're not here for that. We're not here for that.
Yeah, we'll say that for the Patreon.
Sarah
but
J,
you did mention Tony Storm. You did mention Tony Storm. Her significant other, Juice Robinson, is getting ready to start training again. After his injury, and after his surgery,
was it his back?
Back in it. I thought it was a leg injury, if I'm not mistaken. It was like right before the Continental Classic. I thought
his lower back is just fighting for dear life.
Man, it is what it is. But hey, you know what? Let's talk about somebody else that has an injury that won't be around for a bit. Kevin Owens.
Oh man,
this is frustrating. This is This is 2 weeks before WrestleMania that you get this, this bad news coming down the pipeline that look, you got to sit on the bench for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you don't really know the extent of, you know what I'm saying, at this point. So Kevin Owens is out indefinitely. He announced on SmackDown last week. Well, there were rumors floating around that whole day. He did an interview. Damn, I can't remember who he did the interview with. I'm sorry. But
it was a podcast.
Kind of, he was like kind of like expressing this frustration about like, you know, the news leaking before he had an opportunity to you know, express it himself. But then he also mentioned that he does expect to come back, but he doesn't necessarily expect to come back this year. He believes at this point his 2025 might be a wrap.
He's earned it.
Yeah, but he mentioned that, and he also mentioned, you know, he was a little disappointed in not being able to, you know, lock up with John Cena one more time before, you know, he dip out. So there's that. But Kevin Owens no longer booked for WrestleMania, which means the match with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania is now canceled. So with that, Randy Orton no longer has an opponent for the show of shows. So I bring this to you guys and I ask, does Randy Orton get a WrestleMania match? I would assume that their goal is to figure something out for him, considering that Backlash is in St. Louis next month. So who do you guys think that could be? Like, who's like, if they do go that route, who's the most possible opponent? You know, we're 2 weeks out from the show. We're a week out from the show at this point. It's next week.
Yeah, it's literally next week.
Weekend.
Yeah. Also, side note for the podcast that he was on, it was the Robbie Fox on My Mom's Basement.
Thank you. Shout out to Rob.
Gang.
Rob Fizox. Well, I think him hitting Nick Aldis with the fucking RKO kind of gives him an out for like 2 ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're gonna be in WrestleMania at all. You know what I'm saying? You're suspended now. Like, so they could do that shit. Or he just gets mad as fuck and just be like, I'm gonna kill somebody that's a murderer. Ray Phoenix. Like, what a perfect way to get Ray Phoenix on WrestleMania. You lose in 13 minutes.
The tricky thing is like, he kind of has to win, right?
Because he's coming back from injury.
Yeah.
Orton has to win.
Yeah, man.
They could go the brief heel authority figure out and have Nick either wrestle himself or hire people and make it. Hell, it's gonna be like a 4-hour show. Hell, I have Randy run the gauntlet. Stack the deck.
Everybody.
Like stack the deck. Like pick 3 people who can afford a loss and who need a showcase.
Here's Ezekiel the Freaky. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting him now.
Like,
I
man,
don't
like
know.
you had like this heated issue, you know what I'm saying? Like slated for this show between these two performers, and now you got to kind of pull a rabbit out of a hat. And
I'm surprised they didn't shoehorn. I know they probably didn't want to do it, but I'm surprised they didn't shoehorn the injury angle because they were going to write them off regardless at WrestleMania with the punt kick. I'm surprised they didn't just say, hey, let's do it that way, but I get it.
What's Sami Zayn doing? Oh, is he still hurt?
Yeah, he's still hurt too.
Damn, nigga. That would be perfect.
He's storyline hurt. He's chilling. I think he asked for it off.
Yeah.
That would be a good little thing, so you can still kind of tie it in. Like, if you ain't gonna fight me, I'm just gonna beat up your friend, type shit. But the Randy Orton's supposed to be a good guy.
Right, exactly. That's a heel move. And then also, like, why would Sami Zayn why would Sami Zayn come to the defense of Kevin Owens?
The guy who tried to kill him twice.
This was like it's way too early logically to go right back to that after he just said 2 months ago, this is different. Is it?
I'm just trying to think of something.
I know. Me too. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If we throw it to the chat, you feel me? Christian says Andrade could work.
How?
You feel me? Exactly. David says Carmelo could put on a banger with Randy. Yeah, he could.
On SmackDown too.
Man, it just sucks that they've like watered Melo down so much, because if this was last year or if this was last summer, you feel me? Then yeah, I would say that would be a perfect, you know what I'm saying, choice. Because
but this nigga is in the Miztourage, so like
right. Oh god, damn.
Instead of having a whole crew, I just got one black. That's all I need. Just need a Mellow.
I got black friends.
Look, it's Mellow.
Mellow don't mids.
Yeah, we're hims.
We're all him.
Us him. This nigga Mellow said, "This nigga here, like this nigga.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fight Randy Orton."
Yeah,
he said, just
don't let it be solo. Yeah. I don't know. Tasha says, isn't Sammy celebrating Ramadan? That's why he has time off. I do believe that is the case. Ramadan is over now, however, but
yeah, shout out to Wayno. He told me
I just feel like it wouldn't. Yeah, I just feel like it wouldn't make sense to shoehorn him in at this point. Yeah,
I'm ready to start.
Yeah, but he got to do something. I think Nick Aldis would be a cool choice if they had a little bit more time to.
I mean, they could, because if you remember, he did RKO him when he first signed with SmackDown, so they can just tie it back to that and just say, hey, you know what, I had enough.
But does Nick Aldis then like become an active performer, or does he just wrestle at WrestleMania and go back to being the GM? Because at that point you then reward Randy Orton with a world title shot, or you help facilitate him getting a world title shot after he just tried to punt kick your head off at WrestleMania.
and like Adam Pearce is beginning disrespected way more than Nick Aldis, nigga. Like he ain't fought nobody yet. So why was you just got one dude disrespecting you, so and you were like, yo, man, just go home. He really,
or they could just revisit the Seth Rollins Cody Rhodes match from 2022 and just have Nick Aldis facilitate, like, hey, you can still have your WrestleMania match.
That's what Christian said right here. Mystery opponent as a consequence. And
hey, there you go, Christian. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee.
You feel me? You feel me? Pat McAfee and his big night out. It gotta be somebody. This man Josh said Randy versus Omos. Salute to the Black Wrestling Podcast. You feel me? Dog. Hey man. They'll be on in about 10 minutes. You feel me? You tap in, you feel me? Slide over there. You feel me? See what the fuck going on with some real niggas. You feel me? No. I'm talking about. G Diction says Shinsuke Nakamura, I have a feeling.
Boy.
And no, nobody wants to see.
Somebody did mention Karrion Kross in there.
And you find
I saw Aleister Black too. Like, I saw that.
Yeah,
thrown out there.
No, like Rusev was out there too. Yeah. Rusev, Aleister. I'm like, bring them niggas loose. Like, I don't know if that's, you feel me? Because already last time y'all was here, we treated you niggas like suckers. You feel me? So like, y'all want to come back and we treat you like suckers again? Y'all basically gonna be the Good Brothers.
Yeah,
you're gonna be Machine Gun.
You're gonna be the Machine Gun.
G Dixon's in my brain. Fight them all, and Nikki Cross too. Start out with her. You know what I'm saying? Fight all the YS6.
And then he gets pinned by Alexa Bliss.
Oh, she's the fifth man. She's the seventh man.
That's gonna be a revenge for lighting my dog on fire. You feel me?
Oh yeah, bro.
Like, yeah, I ain't forget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, last time I seen you was bleeding black shit.
That's crazy, but yeah, she was bleeding black shit. It was a little weird.
So she was a squid?
Yeah, like
and was squirting black. Never mind. Nope.
What?
We're not going there.
I seen a video of Sukiyana. It was green-ish. It had a weird tint to it. It had a weird.
She was dehydrated. I think that's a bad liver.
Suki, make the doctor's appointment. This nigga said, "What? What did
What is
I?
going on?
What did I step
What is
into?"
going on? Which Suki
You know
we talking
what?
about? We talking about the other Suki?
You know what? No, let's sorry. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's switch gears. Ben, you can come back because I was gonna ask, who the fuck told Gunther to wear that suit on Monday?
Nigga look like SpongeBob SquarePants.
The nigga looked like Mr. Bean. Like, what are you doing, cousin? Like, bro.
You look like Peter Griffin.
Yo, where's Undertaker to tell him how to dress? You know what I'm saying?
So what did we think about Jey Uso's promo and his you know, he spoke with conviction. You know, when he talked to Gunther this week. He said, I'm gonna pray that God forgive me for the man I'm about to become, what I'm finna do to you at WrestleMania, because I'm gonna get you.
Get you for Jimmy.
Nah, bro. Like
the whole family.
Hey, he started it off and like I had questions because he said, "Yo, do you talk to your mom?" I'm like, did this nigga jump his mother? Like, what is going on? Oh my shit.
Man, talking to yo, that boy Gunther was dressed like Mahershala Ali in the Green Book. Like, I don't understand. Like, yo, he came out with the all black on, with the all seriousness. Like, Gunther's like, okay, motherfucker. Like, okay, nigga. Oh, you serious now? So you winning the Royal Rumble makes you serious now? Oh, so now you're serious. You being in the biggest match of your entire fucking life didn't make you serious, but me beating your brother's ass did? Okay, for sure. Mm-hmm. Now you're really good to win.
He said, I'm not scared of you no more. I said, so damn, you were scared of this nigga?
So you scared of me before?
You should have told me that.
You was throwing hands and you were scared?
Yeah. Now I'm not scared because my brother beat you. You beat up my brother, so I'm not scared anymore. So now you're not scared of the dark, my nigga? Okay. For sure. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever makes you feel better, man. Y'all didn't want this nigga to win anymore.
That theme song of Degrassi. Whatever it takes, I know I'm gonna make it through.
Whatever.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Trust me, it's
I heard the Remy Ma song. Put your right hand up, put your left hand up. Whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this program. Still, I don't care.
I'm like, I'm cool with it, but like I said, I'm a hothead. Brother. I see my blood bleeding in front of me. I'm gonna blow your head off. like, there's no other way for me to explain it. I expect other people to blow their head off, but the whole controlled emotions, I understand the direction they're going. It's like, hey, he is a hothead, but there's nothing more terrifying than someone who's in control of their emotions. However, we are 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. I still need you to throw hands. The nigga drew blood.
Facts.
Roman beat Jimmy's ass a lot of times. Solo beat Jimmy's ass a lot of times, but they never drew blood. This outsider drew blood.
Yeah,
light his ass up.
Well, you gotta leave Kaiser. You gotta leave Kaiser in a trash can, nigga. Like you gotta do something, nigga. Like, you gotta drag this nigga dad out the fucking crowd. Like, this nigga like beat up your brother, like something. Like, it's gotta be an eye for an eye. Like, they got like Monday. Like, he has to do something.
You remember when? Triple H and Batista fought WrestleMania? What was it, 35? And like before the big shocking angle was like they threw to the backstage, and all of a sudden Batista is just dragging this nigga Ric Flair across the
dog walking this nigga, literally.
You got to do that shit to like Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci or something. Like, remember this nigga?
This your man, right? This slam him in the cars on the way through. Like,
$150 this nigga right now, blood. I swear to God.
Yo, you got to pull a razor out of his mouth. Like, I'll cut his face right now. Who you think you dealing with? Who you think you dealing with? That's my brother right there. That's literally my twin.
You gotta do something, blood.
Yeah, because your little speech is not gonna it's not gonna move a nigga that just beat up your brother in front of you. And you could. I was handcuffed. If you weren't handcuffed, what were you gonna do? That's what I would say. If I didn't handcuff you, you just said you were scared of me. But now you ain't, so you were scared of me then.
Yeah, so nigga, be scared of me now.
Do something. Yeah, I beat up your brother. Do something about it.
Bring out some concertos. Become Roman Reigns 2020, 2021, where that nigga was just lighting everybody up with chairs.
Bro, remember when Roman Reigns beat up Buddy Murphy in the locker room? He was like, I want a name. He's like, you know what I mean? He got to turn into him.
See, the way we would have been beefing for life if you held me up like that, where I'm just my face is just smashed against the locker. Like, we got problems for life. Even if I see you in the airport, we got problems.
Like, I know I agreed to that shit, but I didn't.
Exactly. Like, shit. You had to hit me. You had to mush me that hard, motherfucker.
I told you when the camera was off.
Real said, you beat my brother ass that bad. Ain't no words next time I see you. Big facts.
Bro, I just ran up and punched niggas for less. Like, way less. Like, nigga took my CD, nigga. Like, oh yeah, it's over.
Oh, you blood at your brother. All right, bet.
On national, dude. Like, he beat blood at your brother on Netflix, nigga.
Yeah, man.
He called you a pussy. Like, flat out. He said, "What? You a pussy?" They couldn't mute it because his accent kicked in. But I'm like, nah, that was clear as day. He said, "You a pussy, you a bitch," and then just went and fell right back.
Yikes!
Yo, he beat blood at that nigga and then choked him. So like, not only did I beat the blood out of him, but then I choked him out in front of you and looked you in your eyes as I did it. Like, see what I did? You gonna do
something? You sounded like so much more clearer with the the mic like that close. That was great.
And he sounded like that because he hit the mono.
I know. All right, man. The triple threat match between Bianca, Io, and Rhea Ripley is officially official at WrestleMania now. So there's that. I don't know, bro. I feel like Io is gonna win this. So we'll talk more about that next week when we give our official predictions on the thing. We found out this past Friday on SmackDown, CM Punk's favor is that Paul Heyman will accompany him to the ring at WrestleMania for his triple threat match versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. So the wise man has switched teams due to a promise that he made like 12 years ago. And because the wise man is a man of his word, he's got to follow through. But Roman Reigns is not entirely happy about that, not entertained by that. But he said, even if I let him, he wouldn't do it. So now we know what the favor is. It's been like 6 months of kind of build up for that. I wanted it to be a little bit more than that. But that's where we are.
We're on the same boat. That's how I was like, that's it.
But I remember I just wanted them niggas to talk. You know what I mean? Like, they were just doing too much fighting.
Yeah.
And I just wanted them to finally just say something. Like, yo, man, just say, like, you, like, the three biggest, like, these are literally the three biggest. Like, do you know how crazy it is that we're talking about the three biggest names in WWE and damn near wrestling in general right now? And then we're talking about, like, man, I don't know what the fuck they doing, man. Like, it's just crazy. Like, Paul Heyman is the prize of this shit. Of the three biggest wrestlers in the world fighting each other. Like,
oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I said once some niggas stop fighting all the time and like got to speak, because like that's like some of the best things that they do. Like, you kind of figure everything out. It's like, oh, okay, because Roman looked like a bitch for a minute, and he was looking like a bitch on Friday, but like he was looking like he was just like, yo, just getting his ass. Was like, no, I'm tired of this shit. I'm the tribal chief. And yeah, so I'm glad that they finally got to talking shit. But I ain't really, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's gonna be main event and shit. Whatever.
I mean, but shout out to Davion. He says Seth now wants a favor. Yeah, I mean, if you watched Monday, Seth was finna crack this nigga's skull in. You feel me? He was finna put this nigga in the dirt, curb stomp
Kendrick
him.
pants, nigga.
You feel me? Them Celine jeans. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But yeah, so like he said to Paul Heyman, then he said, "Yeah, now you owe me a favor because I spared you in this moment here. You feel me? I could have did you dirty. You feel me? But."
This nigga owe all these ECW people money. You think he go a man of his word for a fucking favor?
Nigga,
Latrell
says Paul Heyman of all people is a man of his word. Yeah, exactly. You feel me? I mean, that's what he was acting like. You feel me? Look, I can't go back on it. It's my best friend. I told him I was gonna do this. You feel me? You're my tribal chief, but he's my friend.
Stephon was like, "Yeah, and I was gonna kill you."
Paul Heyman got to feel like the bell of the ball right now. Like, everybody's fighting over you.
As you see, I only got one favor left. I don't know who I'm gonna give this to. See, this is how Ray J felt from 2008 to 2011. As you see, I only got one Ray J chain left.
You only got one wish?
Yo, I only got one wish left. So who's gonna get my wish? Yo, I want Seth Rollins to win now. Because that's the most gangster shit that I've ever heard in my life. It's like he just stomped in his head. He looks at him like, "Now you owe me a favor." Because I just saved your life.
Nigga, that's not how favors work.
Yes, it is.
That's
nigga.
not how a favor works.
That is how favors work. If I'm pressing you,
that's not how
if I'm pressing you, and that's how I say the favor work, and I just spared you. If I could have just stomped your head in, which you just missed, you feel me? I already just said this, you feel me? If I just spared you and I tell you this is the cost, this is the fee, this is the tax, that's how that go.
Yeah. If I save you, if I kidnap you and then be like, I'm gonna let you go, but you owe me something.
Nigga need to start kicking.
You know what I mean? Like, what if he just said? Well, what if he just kept stomping CM Punk's head into the mat? You know what I mean? Hey, man.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely extortion, but we gonna call it.
No, that's checking in. You know what I mean? You gotta check in with the big homie Seth. You know what I mean?
Checking in is extortion, nigga. That gives opportunity for me to say, "Oh, you need some help. You need some protection. You need somebody to. Oh, you feel me? You feel me? Them niggas on that side. You feel me? It's all good. Boom, boom, boom. But why would you do that? That's stupid. Just go handle your business. Stay out the way."
Hey, bro, all you gotta do is just go do your time. You know what I mean? Get you a job or something. Get your forklift license. That's all you had to do. Yo, Paul Heyman is in a dilly of a pickle, is what the white people will say.
He's in a bind.
He's in a bind for sure.
He's definitely in a bind. He's between a rock and a hard place.
Ooh, Dwayne, help us. Save us, Dwayne. You might be the only nigga that can get him out of this shit. Save us. Oh my God, man. That shit was so funny. That nigga stomped that nigga out in Kendrick jeans for real. Couldn't believe it. I was like, I know what you did. They not like us, huh?
That shit got me. I'm like, yo, man, how you gonna try? Like, Paul gotta start carrying a gun. That's what it is. This nigga gotta start being like, yo, I've been slapped around too much, and nigga slapped me with a contract one time. Just start carrying a gun.
Yo, you just might need a new best friend, nigga. But you might need a new best friend, because my best friend came in to save me, nigga, and got smoked. Nigga. I'm like, well, damn, blood. Shit. I guess I am your friend. I guess I do, because this nigga's favor don't mean shit.
Shit like that. You know who else might need to start walking around with a gun? Actually, both of these ladies need to start walking around with something, because Charlotte and Tiffany they keep shooting at each other. You feel me? And I'm just trying to figure out, what's the issue? What's the problem? Y'all went out there matching in y'all little lace, your black lace, and decided to trade jabs like Swerve and Booker T. Fuck type of shit they on. Why is they so mad at each other? What's the problem between these two that they just can't, like, why are they not clicking?
I think, well, you know, they've been saying that Charlotte's been like, she goes, like, when she does stuff lately, like, she'll go off script and trying to get motherfuckers off their game and shit. And like WWE has been kind of letting her, like, all right, man, don't leave her to Charlotte, whatever. Let her do what she got to do. But I think that Becky shit, like when that whole little belt swap shit when they did with her and Becky, and then she was like, drop that shit in front of Becky, and then like, nigga, that's a fucking man, nigga. And I think when she did that shit to her, and Becky was like, nah, blah 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 blah. I think after that, they was like, you know what? We're gonna take the bots off. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like Drake and UMG. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you said what? Oh, okay, you got it. And I think somebody told Tiffany, was like, yo, don't let her run over you like that, nigga. Like, yo, you the motherfucking champ. And I think Tiffany was just like, you know what? I ain't gonna get in trouble for it. So if she can do it, I can do it. Definitely, you're saying dueling white privileges. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you got the, like, you know, like the Hadouken and the Kamehameha is going like where they're even and everything just blows up like that. That was that whole promo right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just go along with it after this, because at this point, turn real beef into real money.
No, it wasn't a work shoot. You know what I'm saying? It was just not.
Nah, that shit did not feel like no work shoot. That shit was too awkward.
No, because they said that she was feeling some type of way from the little split screen shit that they did 2 weeks ago, like when Charlotte was kind of like kind of trying to make her, you know, make you think on your feet. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you just got here. You're supposed to be the new me, right? Well, show me. You know what I mean? She's done that shit before, but Tiffany was like, nah, fuck that. No, she was like, she had enough. No, she was like, nah, enough of winning. You know what I'm saying? I had enough of winning.
Says that as a veteran, Charlotte should have known how to work around the crowd. She let the boos get the best of her. And like, yeah, like Tiffany's supposed to be the new Charlotte or whatever, and Charlotte wants Tiffany to show her. I feel like Charlotte still has a responsibility to show her how. You right. Feel me? Like bring her along. Like this is supposed to be an each one teach one type thing. You feel me? Unless you feel threatened or unless you just don't like this little girl. You feel me? Or unless you just like, fuck that. I've been gone for hella long. I'm alpha minds. You get yours however you get yours. And I don't know if that's where we're at. So CJ, I have to ask you a question. Is this our fault?
Charlotte.
Because on this program, over the last 10 to whatever months, you feel me? It's been me and this guy that have been like, well, that's, you know what we need? Charlotte
Flair.
And now that we have Charlotte Flair, this is what we have. This is what we have to deal with. And this is what she's bringing to the table. Do you think that this gets in the way of the performance of the match itself next weekend?
No, I think the match is going to be fine. I think the match is going to be fine because at the end of the day, like no matter what, like Charlotte's a professional. Like in that ring, she's a professional. She got a lot of old, like not. I don't want to put that jacket on her like old HBK because I don't think it's that bad. But just like kind of like, you know, just like throwing your weight around type shit. Like I think she might do that shit. I think they all did that shit. And I think Tiffany just got. I think she's fucking showing. I think she's just fucking stabbing her ground right now. I think she's fucking just like, yo, man, I'm not gonna let you run all over me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Okay, you gonna go off script? Well, I'm gonna go off script too. Well, you're not me. Like, I'm the champ, so I'm something.
She said you was drinking in your daddy's basement
with that accent.
In your daddy's basement.
Yeah, all the Valley Girl shit was out the window. Yep. You feel me? She was like, here we go. This is how I feel about it. I legit
had people say, Minnesotans have accents? Yes, y'all do.
Yeah, they're from Minnesota.
Like, y'all have a certain twang to y'all verbiage.
Got a certain ruggedness, you know what I'm saying? Like you're doing yard work outside with a 60-year-old tool. You know what I'm saying? Cut down weeds. You know what I'm saying? Like you do that just for fun. Yeah, this is different, man. Like no Tiffany, man. You gotta let it. It has to be real. Like I remember when Roman Reigns was getting ran down by John Cena for a little bit. Like John Cena was like, "Yo, it's called a promo, kid." Blah 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 blah. And then I remember. I think we said that shit. I think this might have been like the first couple episodes of the podcast when we talked about. When I was like, I love that shit. Roman Reigns said he was like, "Okay, John, do it." He was like, "Do it right now in front of all these people." That's what you're gonna do, right, John? And I was like, "Oh," I said, "I think he got his. Yeah, you're gonna do this and do that, right? Well, do it right now. Show me." And he got right here to him. Was like, "Do it." That's what I thought. And the whole like, you know, I heard you try to get into acting. I know a guy was pretty funny too. But that shit was like, that's when I was like, okay. That's when Roman kind of started turning the corner, and then they poured fucking dog food on that nigga, and I was like, damn. But. Yeah, I think that was her moment, nigga. Like, when you get put in that shit, nigga, you fucking either you rise up or you get out. You know what I mean? You sink or swim. And she floated her way up with that shit, nigga. You like, yeah, but you 0-3, like the Buffalo Bills in marriages. I'm like, damn.
When she said that, I said, ooh.
Yeah, that's why Kaiser is my DN. Like, bitch, you're lying. That's an angry statement to make.
That was yeah, I gotta say something because you just cut me. You cut me deep with that one. You feel me? Like you
should have said his shoot name so we know it's real. Kaiser.
Yeah.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't flag yourself."
At least my husband told me happy birthday. Yo, she was hot. Like she said that shit, and then she wooed afterward too. And then she got right out the ring. I was like, "Oh, that's crazy. That's janky." Because I was about to sock her, nigga.
Yeah, she saw her walk towards. She said, "Nope."
She was like, "What you say?"
Deuces.
Yo, was that Tiffany Stratton Sunny Days promo?
For sure. You said, "I'm out, P. I'm cool. I don't need none of this, man. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no funk. I don't want no issues. I don't want no smoke."
She pulled a X-Pac and Eric Bischoff. She said, "You couldn't cut the mustard as a wife."
Well, you suck, pal.
Oh my God.
I was so happy for Tiffany. I was like, stand up. There you go, Tiffany. Stand up. You ain't got to take that shit.
So, let's see. A couple notes before we get out of here. We have new matches added to WrestleMania. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the U.S. title. Naomi versus Jade Cargill. And Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Oh, also, my bad. Rey Mysterio and El Grande Americano. Yeah, that's on the card.
See, you had to get the big homie to come fight you.
It's crazy. Chad Gable still can't get a WrestleMania match, bro. What Chad Gable got to do out here, bro, to get it?
You got to become a luchador is what he got to do.
Something like it, huh? Something like it. JD McDonough and Kairi Sane are set to return soon. So look forward to that. Julia returned at a live event this past weekend and also on NXT, which looks like she might be leaning heel. And she's been added to the match at Stand and Deliver. It's going to be Stephanie Vacker versus Jada Parker versus Julia versus Jordan Grace. Fatal 4-way match. So there we go.
Oh yeah, and all you niggas that was making fun of Jordan Grace's little failed, like botched little suicide dive. Let me ask you something. Let me see you go in there and do a suicide dive, right? And then I want you to record it and then show it to me. And then when you show it to me, I want you to let me know so I can critique it like y'all niggas are doing right now.
Hey man, shit happens. Like she could have
the time.
She could have landed on her neck, but she didn't.
Like,
shout out to Jada for being there to soften the fall real quick.
Yeah.
Boy, like the Motor City Machine Gun. Like what that nigga did in his first AEW appearance. You want to look that up? You see that shooting star that he tried to do? You want to see what fucking the Spice Man try to do? It happens every day.
Yeah, wait. I'm like, wait. We talking about the Motor City Machine Guns? Or we talking about
I don't know if that was Seidel, if that was Bourne that did that shit.
He's the same person.
He's the same person.
It was definitely him then. You know what happened to Motor City Machine Gun then? Look at me keeping kayfabe alive. That nigga slipped off the shit too. Everybody slips, nigga. Like y'all niggas is just man, y'all some fucking just bitchless niggas, dog. Like I can't. That shit be making me so mad. Like but you could have just like
it's one thing to be like, damn, that happened, that sucked. But it's another thing to make your entire mood for the
discourse
day.
for 2 days, nigga. Like damn, nigga. Damn. Get some hoes, nigga.
Same thing with Jey Uso shit. It's like, okay, I get it. He botched a dive. You ain't got to keep bringing it up.
Dog, it happens. I've done this move 1,000,000 times. Like, it happens. Undertaker's done it. That nigga fell into a whole cameraman, almost broke his neck. Try to blame the cameraman. Nigga, no, that was you, Mr. Legend.
That cameraman didn't catch him at all.
No, I was there for that shit. I was definitely there for that shit. I was like, yo, that nigga about to get fired.
He didn't catch that nigga. Like, I see that. Every time I see that clip, I'm like, that dude, he didn't catch him at all. Wasn't that Snooker? Like Jimmy Snooker's, Tamina's brother?
Yeah, that's who it was. It was Manu. Nigga, Manu didn't catch shit.
All right, we've reached the Manu point. It's over. It's over.
But how we feeling about the Owen so far? Switch it back. We talk about AEW. How we feeling about the Owen?
I want to talk about What's the name?
I want to leave, but I mean the Owen, cool. You said I don't know. What are you guys doing? Owen, Dark Side of the Ring? What?
What Dark Side of the Ring come from?
I was gonna say Dark. What's the name? Dark Slate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Dark State.
Yeah, Dark State.
From NXT.
They fought the super niggas. You know what I'm saying? The nigga Captain Planets. You know what I mean? They fought them niggas, and I think Trick might be the leader, dog. Like, I hope not. But if he is, you know what I'm saying, I'm with it, blood. I'm with you. You know what I mean?
He's going to be on season finale of All American.
Oh, shit. With Freddie Gats? So I'm talking about Trick?
I've never seen that show.
I haven't seen. I stopped watching it like season 4, and they're on like season 7.
But what's the nigga that played Tupac and the Tupac movie was in there? And I was like, all right, but what the fuck is Tupac doing selling the Freddie Gats?
Yeah, and that nigga died. He got killed in the drive-by.
Damn.
Yeah, but in regards to the Owen, I mean, the matches at Dynasty were dope. I just didn't think we needed 3 of the Owen matches on the Dynasty card. I feel like he could have had one on Dynamite this week because he skipped this week for Dynamite, and the Owen is going to kick back up.
You can tell because nigga had an 8-man tag where the winner gets more money.
Yeah,
that could have been an Owen match.
Niggas just trying to find a reason to give Will Ospreay an extra $100,000. You could have just gave it to him.
Nah, you can tell that he told Will Ospreay to get on a plane and say, "We'll figure it out when you get here."
I got $100,000 for you, dog. Look, I got $100,000 to do what? Something. We'll figure it out.
Something like it. Javon is the leader.
I saw someone on Twitter say, "What if it's that nigga Hikuleo that ain't been on TV ever, or Jacob Cobb?" I said, "What?
Jeff Cobb?
Jeff Cobb? Yeah, that nigga." I said, "Jacob Cobb." That does you know I'm still tired. All right, Jeff Cobb.
Jeff Cobb.
Jefferson Cobb.
He just won the IWGP tag titles over the weekend and was like, "I thought I was supposed to be leaving. I thought y'all said I was leaving." You feel me?
Damn.
Whatever. So I don't know. Maybe somebody at WWE jumped the gun during negotiations and thought that they had,
had them out there.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's what it's looking like right now.
Okay. Okay. Before we go, who jumped the gun more, that WWE nigga or Eddie Thorpe in his fucking promo?
Wait,
about Lil Pillman.
Oh, he said another white man.
Eddie Thorpe
entitled to everything. Alexis King in them little in the little North American title.
Who jumped the gun more, Eddie Thorpe or
fucking the dude that said that Jeff Cobb was going to be over there, but he's the IWGP Tag Title champion. Whoever announced that.
Oh,
I was just about to say segue, Doug. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying.
I guess that guy, because like that's a real situation, and Eddie Thorpe said that in kayfabe.
Man, this nigga ruins everything, dog. Oh, that's right.
I don't know, like.
I was going to talk about Eddie Thorpe calling this cracker a cracker. Like, was it funny or not?
That shit was kind of hilarious,
know.
though.
It was funny. Yeah, sure.
That shit was kind of hilarious. I'm like, all right, man. You finally got something. You finally got something interesting.
Interesting about you.
About you. Hey, what up? Another privileged white man that ain't happy with what he got going on. Focus on you.
Shawn Michaels was like, whoa, I'm riding the heat right now. It's like J.K. Rowling riding the chamber.
With the fire in the background. Like, he's like, yes. Yes, say that. Yeah.
You're like, okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, go for it.
Say this.
Even though his delivery was kind of unrealistic.
Yeah, that's something I need Trick Williams to say to somebody.
Because he was it's like he started saying like, hey, another white man, and then he was looking for a reaction. Who's unhappy with his current situation right now? Focus on the Heritage Cup title. That title is mine. I'm like, all right, bro.
It's like from the Boondocks when Riley wrote the letter to Santa. It was like, dear Santa.
No.
You a bitch nigga. No.
You
a bitch ass nigga.
But wrestling this week has been up, down, left, right. You know how it is. So, and you mentioned Dark Side of the Ring. I'm about to say this current season, you can tell that they're grasping at straws for topics.
Yo, when's the Duke the Dumpster Drosy episode? All right, that's what I want to see. All right, when you get them on there, let me know. I need a Bastion Booger episode.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got, man.
That's all we got. That's all we got. I feel like we talked about everything, and if we didn't, oops. Should
have gave 5 super chat with the answer to the question, but nah. No, we're not gonna do it.
If I had one wish.
Hey man, follow the show follow the show at Public Enemies HQ, all social media platforms. Subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. You feel me? We didn't reach our goal, but that's all good. Follow me at Oh My God Graham. Ben, I'm just gonna tell him to sit on the bench until he figures out his internet connection because I'm tired of the double Dutch. but Gresh, man, tell him what the deal is, my guy.
Hey man, you can follow me at his Gresh, AO is Gresh everywhere else. Gresh Unleashed Pod, new episode on Tuesday. We'll be on a brief break after WrestleMania week because co-host is gonna be in Vegas. I'm gonna be dealing with family shit here, so I won't be there. And Highlight will be dealing with his thing. So hey, we'll be like a mini break, and then we'll be back at the end of the month. So hey man, but yeah, Gresh Unleashed Pod everywhere. Subscribe Tuesday. It's the brother podcast that keeps you entertained before you come here and get entertained even more with the crew. You know the deal.
Hit the subscribe. It's already in the description. Jizzle, close us out, my guy.
Man, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, _that's_me with 2 E's. You see the description. Follow the Patreon. We're gonna have some more shit coming out on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be on that shit. Just acting a fool. It's about to be NBA fucking playoff time. So yeah, just follow us, follow me, and yeah, wrestling.
Hey man, say man, it is what it is. We out this motherfucker. Y'all do y'all motherfucking thing. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see y'all next week. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Deuces.